Hello everybody and welcome back to Belle's channel. Today is part 78 of our Horizon Zero Dawn walkthrough, and we'll be doing the quest The Mountain That Fell. Part of this quest we are going to go to Gaia Prime, I believe, and it's up here. But first we have to go to the Bitter Climb. Now Gaia Prime is somewhere over here, right in these ancient ruins, and we have to go through this big maze. Now it is up here. If you have played the game, you will know that you have target indicators, but from that on we're just gonna make our way to the Bitter Climb. Yeah, this is a part of the main storyline that makes Gaia a part of it, so I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't seen my previous videos. So if you do want to know why we're going here, what's the rest of the storyline for that, then yeah, please go check out my other videos. They're pretty recent, the main storyline, so you should see it. But yeah. So we're going to the Bitter Climb. As you can see, we're gonna have to kind of climb here, and there's banners that suggest it. You can save right now, so I am, so just be warned, there is going to be a black screen for a second. But yeah, now we're back. So yeah, now we're going to make the Bitter Climb. There are a few supply crates, but as you know, with every mission you should be well prepared and well stocked. So yeah, we're going to start making this climb. Pretty straightforward, to be honest. We're climbing just up here to this road to here.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
So yeah, we were just forewarned. So with this, a lot of people actually jump. It's, really use your left hand stick to like push the way you want to go. You'll see how she like stands up, and then you click X like that, and again X. Right, now this is pretty big climb, so do be prepared. And as he said, there are machines.
Stalkers in the open, watchers on the other side.
Now stalkers, they can see you before you see them. My indication is they do hold on to the edge. So there's one there. That should get that one's attention.
Calm, calm.
If this worked, this one should start coming closer to me. And I can gain a friend. Yeah, override it. Now do be careful of these, as you know they will go wow when you go past them. Just like that.
This is where I am.
How would I watch this kill? So do be aware of that. This dude's invisible. So just make sure you are careful in case they were damaged so much that they're starting to lose their override. And normally when they go invisible you kind of lose that ability to see it. So I'm just going to grab everything I can really quickly without it spotting me. So yeah, that's a good way to do it. I mean, you shouldn't be doing Gaia Prime without already having unlocked cauldrons, but if you haven't because you want to do the main storyline and then carry on with the
Stocking up.
side quest, then you know you are making it up a little bit harder, but it's understandable. Whoa, no. Right, you need to jump up there and then climb across here. Make your way up. As you see, it's quite identifiable that where you climb by the yellow marks as well as the white mark. Kind of looks like bird poop all over the edge. Oh, sorry, I hiccuped. I'm sure that's supposed to be
Do they
paint.
think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
There's a Ravager here.
It's not going to room right here.
Squint Hawks and a Ravager. And I'm gonna call that Ravager over here. Because again, I want to override it. This bit is a lot harder. If you don't, you can just run it. If you're being really adventurous. But it is a bit scary to do that. Because you've literally just got to run. Okay, so let's go. Alright, so that's... I did not realise there was 2 Ravagers there. A hint for you, there were like 4 Green Hawks, 2 Red Eye Watchers, and 2 Ravagers. Now I'm going to kill this Ravager. Sorry buddy, you may have helped me, but you have some good loot on you. Which is what I'm going to take. Yeah, there is a save point, so you can save just before you start this, or during. Normally I'm pretty sure if you save then you die and then it loads you back, you should be okay. But yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, there are some watches, or that could just be machine parts. I'm going to start running because it's probably confusing you. Yeah, then you make your way across. You can go all the way on the outside, but I'm pretty sure they're over here as well. Like that's where the other rabbit just goes, and then it's just running over here because obviously it's danger. But yeah, if you're going to run, and you can't, like, that is where your save point is. So if you just run, get up here, and then from here, we're literally there, and you just jump it. So if you are just going to run for it, do that. You likely still will have some glint hawk still on your tail, so just be aware of that. Another one I got to go against. I tell you what, I've gone against at least 5 of these.
Guessing I'm almost there.
Correct.
Gives you that second to run off. Jeez. This is what we're doing. Back to that stuff. Scan it really quick. Sorry, I hit the wrong thing. Break some bones with it. Okay, keep going, buddy. So yeah, aim for its heart bit and then try and hit them 2 blaze canisters on its bum so you can get it going basically. And I'm just going to replenish my medicinal things if I can find any. So yeah, now you just gotta go keep following the marker. And as you see from where we were, this is where we started out. We've made it all the way up here. And this is where you kind of fight the main big thing. So do be aware that you will be facing 2 Ravagers, countless Red-Eye Watchers, 3 Stalkers, as well as a Stormbird. So yeah, please be aware of that. That's just kind of what it looks like, massive in the mountain. You've got to remember, she did overload her own reactor to destroy Hades. Possibly that's what she thought.
Gaia's sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down. Damn it. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
The ash darkened the sky 19 years ago. That's probably when the Red Raid started happening, because the Sun King thought it was an omen that the sun wanted blood sacrifice. Now it's coming together. Guy's explosion triggered multiple scenarios that happened, and I can't even think of the words. It's like clicking. Right, so repaying Gaia.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
Do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that will take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you. Yes?
I need to get going.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
So I can go down there, but I'm going to check every area I can find. Let's listen to this.
Logging arrivals. Shen Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
Vegan Travis, you think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice?
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smug comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And here we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Okay, so that was Margot Shen and Travis Tate. Now these are the creators of, like, these are the heads of the actual project of each sub-function of Gaia. So Travis Tate was the head of Hades, Margot was the head of Hephaestus, who creates the cauldrons.
Mind your footing.
So we have to go down here. Down the elevator shaft. Now I am trying to remember where the power cell is. So I'm just trying to think. Yeah, no, I think it's further down. Whoa. Not scary at all. Yeah, so the power cell, if you rappel down here, it's quite how big this is, isn't it? That looks like where we need to get to. So we can climb over there if we went that way. Ah, it seems like that's the exit, not the entrance. Alright. Right, rappel down. Okay, now before you follow this way, across the bridge, you want to turn and go left. Okay, just like this. Right, so we'll go left. You want to walk north. See on the top? North. And then we have to climb up here. So grab that. I have to come up here. a nicest blue lit cave. You need to get up here as well. Grab the whatever if you want, but you see that? That's what we're aiming for. Hold on, sorry, putting my mic on. So you keep following this blue lit cave, and there you go. There's the power cell right there in green.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Now I will be putting a video together which purposely puts all this together. So right here, and then we can go.
Guess that's my way across.
Jesus. What's the way across? Oh, it's this way.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
So yeah, Alo's only 19. Come on.
Glad that's over.
Okay, now just follow the marker like usual. That didn't hurt me, that was from before.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Oh, we went the wrong way. So you can come down and there is a supply crate. But if you go back into the elevator shaft, if I can find some sort of wall, you climb up. That's where we just came through. Keep climbing up. And up and up. To here. So you can get a view from where we just crossed. From where we just entered from. Then you can continue going this way.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Margot Shen.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp for the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself. To a quiet planet. A barren sphere. Just Gaia. And her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Okay. Sounds like she went a little bit stir crazy there. I'm gonna go this way. Is there any more audio logs? Doesn't seem to be. That's obviously someone's bed. Oh, this must be in the shower facility. Huh? Charles Ronson.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradis-Sadie zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's logs are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given the chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
Okay. So it appears like, you know, they just managed to get here, sealed it up.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Okay, so we scanned her journals, but she didn't get on time to unpack. So what happened? Well, everyone else seemed to have unpacked and stayed and even made logs. So why couldn't she unpack? Why didn't she even have the time to? Gets a bit cramped right now.
Elizabeth. What is this?
Okay, I'm going to turn off my mic to let you watch this. I'll be quiet.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we sent someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal.
Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt. You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Okay, so it appears she died. She went home. And what Ronson said about the Lighthouse Protocol, it must have been what they did. How is her hair moving? Okay, anyway, we'll talk to Silence.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Oh, look at her face. You just don't get it. To act like a machine. Not in the way
You think she was better because she was smart, because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself for others, for everyone who would come later.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Wanted to go home. Maybe. From what I've seen in the data points, Elizabeth Sobeck, born 11th of March 2020, is an American scientist, product and engineer, widely regarded as one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. Born and raised outside Carson City, Nevada. She enrolled at Stanford City University at age 13, ending in could be her actual home, or I don't know. A memorial suite though. I guess that Ron loved her. He mastered created a shrine for her. And he did say, I'm a bitter old man because I don't even get to spend my life with the woman I love, with the person I love.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Unson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in this pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimon cuckoos. What can he do?
Okay, bit weird. So Ted was getting funny. This is Ted Farrow, you will know who he is. He's the one who caused the plague. But he was getting funny with them all after Liz's death, so that doesn't sound good. People in close quarters, all it takes is for one person to go insane. Just to make everything ruin. Okay, so we're here now. Still trying to find this master override. The Future by Ted Farrow.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
It's poison. Oh my god. You don't think he would have wanted to sabotage Apollo? Because remember, something happened with Apollo. There was... and Apollo got purged or something. You don't think he sabotaged it? Because he didn't want the future learning of its past. As any good citizen knows, you always cover up the problem.
The crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
said Farah again, the solution.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
They're all dead. All of them.
What? When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from the... But the alphas were in there.
So the alphas, remember they're supposed to die like a natural death. So let's watch.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance
Right, so we've got Samina here.
overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the said system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted, we've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Venting atmosphere.
He killed them all. He killed them all.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter and the summary. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Still, what man did was awful. But as I said, he does what any businessman does. They cover up the past, cover up the freaking neglect. So that's why there is no Apollo. That's why the children were never able to leave. You remember the door that they hated so much? That's why they were never able to access it. That's why they had to leave, because they couldn't create their own food, because the rest of the Elysium chambers never opened. So they can never create their own food, they can never learn the knowledge. That's what happened. So basically, because Ted Farrow purged Apollo, all the children created in the chambers all around the world, they were never able to open the Apollo and learn what Samina had created for them in Apollo. So they were never able to make their own food, learn about the old one's history, anything. That's why they ran out of food. That's why they had to leave the chambers without having any of the plan of what the old ones created for them.
The master override.
Stuff chain reaction.
So small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
That's when Ted Farrow did that. He created a chain reaction. Same thing as Hades. I'm just checking for any more data files, but I believe we've learned everything we could from here. So yeah, now then.
Is that good?
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Keep holding, keep holding.
We are back where we started. Basically just made a round trip. Then you go back up here and back up the elevator shaft.
You're here.
For a moment,
What?
our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my